my channel. So I'm doing a colouring chat today. I started this picture last night, the Anastasia Ella Caldereva Nocturnes. I started this one last night. I did that tiny little portion there, which took me about half an hour in itself, and then ended up firing off upstairs and finishing up a film because my husband was watching the Jeremy Clarkson Farm and he was laughing like a girl, and I thought, I can't watch my film like this. So I wrote down the colours last night just in case I tied it up this morning, but I kept everything out anyway. So I've used Polychromos for this one, and then one Derwent Coloursoft. I'll tell you the colours just in case you're interested, but I won't tell you as I'm going along. So from light to dark, light's cobalt turquoise, cobalt to green, halo turquoise or hello turquoise, Prussian blue and black, and then just the white Derwent pencil just to add a little bit of extra highlight at the end. So I'm slowly but surely getting there. I still got a niggly cough, but my throat isn't too bad now. But I just wanted to come on and say hello to everyone and have a little sit down and chat. I'd already sat down here for about an hour and thought, I was watching YouTube videos. What was I watching? I was watching Kate's colouring chats. That's what I thought. You know what? I'm going to do the same. I'm going to sit down and do one. We're going to Knowsley Safari Park again Saturday. It's Thursday today, so only a few days. But we've just got a new car and it's a lot higher up, so we wanted to go again. So Isabel could see a little bit better in the back. And we're taking my mother-in-law with us this time. We think that she'll really like it. As usual, little Miss is upstairs for a little bit. She's watching Alvin and the Chipmunks, just giving me a little bit of peace so I can actually sit down and do my art for a bit. It is a glorious day today. I would have the patio doors open, but you know, neighbours and the dogs sometimes don't mix, and I'm not in the mood to go out there and shout. So how is everyone? So apart from that, I've not really been doing much else. I've been ill all this week. I've sorted out both of the kids' uniform. I've got to take Lewis's blazer and pants back and get them changed tomorrow. Well, actually one of his school friends, he's going with his school friend, and their mum sorted it out for me, so I don't have to take little Miss with us. So she's helping me in sorting that out. So that'll be sorted tomorrow. I just need to get her a new school bag and some white frilly socks, and then she's done. And he's done more or less. So yeah, it's 3 weeks on Monday till she goes, till she starts. And I cannot wait. I know that sounds terrible, but I can't wait. What else have I been doing? Not really much, to be honest. It's been a quite relaxed week. We went to, there's like a forest near our house, probably about half an hour walk there. Me, my mother-in-law and Isabel went, I think Monday. Really nice walk round, and for the first time ever we saw a deer running round in there. My husband still doesn't believe me. He said it was a dog, but I said there's no way a dog jumps up and down like that, like it bounds, doesn't it? And that's definitely what it was doing. And I had my mother-in-law there to vouch that I wasn't cracking up, I wasn't going crazy. It definitely was there. I wasn't seeing things. But he still doesn't believe me, but I think he's doing it just to wind me up more. He was laughing at me. So that was a lovely walk. She's been took out for an hour this morning. And I think I will take her out later this afternoon, because like I said, it is quite nice outside. So I'm still having to have liquids at the side of me all the time. And cough medicine as well now. I don't know why I went with blue with this one. I think I just got the Prima watercolour palette, and I think I was inspired by them colours, to be honest. I'll show you the packaging. I've just got it here. Oh, I've got the swatch chart as well. So this I've already took the palette out, but yeah, I was inspired by these colours, and I have done a Hannah Cowles on background with these, and I really do like the colours, and they don't feel chalky like I was worried about But yeah, they're really nice, and I got them off Amazon. I think I did say it in my other video. I was saying that the money that I'd got from the Amazon affiliates for you guys, using my links, I did buy them paints and some tape, some packing tape, because I've recently purchased, and this is all because of Kirsty from Kirsty Colouring Sketch, the Wreck-It book. I've just got it here actually. I've got a tape on top, so I'll just keep it out on the side. And I've only done 1 or 2 pages, I think. I've filled in all that top bit. I've only had it a couple of days. Break the spine of the book. So that's what I've used the packing tape on, but I've not done it on this side yet because I've not done this one. See there, it's all shiny. Handprints, holes. Oh, that's the day I was walking around the park and I was picking feathers off the floor. My son thought it was hilarious. He kept telling me I didn't need any more. But yeah, it's just a fun little project, that, so I just keep them just at the side of my desk. And I've actually convinced, I'm hoping that I've not got red everywhere, because then pastels go absolutely everywhere. It is a bit the paint. I've convinced my husband to do 1 page, and my son's going to do a couple of pages as well. So we'll see how they turn out. Yeah, but it's just a little fun side thing for us all to do. It's so white now. I did it perfect last night, that little portion there. And I've gone to sit down today to do it and it's not turning out as nice. I could do my little fan brush, couldn't I? Yeah, so I've got all of these plans for when the kids go back to school. I'm going to start, I've said this to a couple of people, I'm going to start the gym, but first of all, I've come up, it was somebody else's, you know, like the day in the life videos. Do you watch them? This girl that I watch, what's her name? Jade Billington, something like that. And she does workouts, like yoga workouts and stuff, through YouTube videos. So I thought, you know what, it might be a better idea actually, me starting to do that first for a couple of weeks, until I get used to it a little bit, because I do 0 exercise now apart from walking. That's all I do, walking and lifting. So I thought it'd be a good idea to do that first and then get on with the healthy eating and see how I get on, and then do the gym thing. So the whole point of that anyway was that she's getting picked up at this time and I'm going to do this to this time, and then have a shower and get ready for the day, and then I'll have this portion to do filming and then editing, and then when I'm uploading I can do the portion of the housework, like mum things, wife things that need to be done, and then the kids will be home from school. So I am really trying to, I bought a planner, a day by day planner, try and get myself a little bit more organised and have a little bit more of a structured routine. That's what I'm looking forward to, but I'm not looking forward to waking up in the winter at like 6:30 in the morning and it being dark. That's the only thing that I'm not looking forward to. But apart from that, I think I'm just going to do that portion there and then move over. There was a different blue, I'm pretty sure I based it with a different blue. Yeah, it was this one. Is that the one that I've written down? Yeah, like cobalt turquoise. Yeah, so I did write it down. So darker. It's like this. I was thinking first that I was going to do pan pastel for the skin, because there is a lot of skin on this page. But I thought, you know what, I'll just do my usual. I'll just go in, I'll do the hair, because it's sort of like the background hair. There's that much of it. What else have I been doing? I can't really think. Like I said, we've got that, my husband got a new car last weekend, which was last weekend, it was last Friday. It's like a 4x4 that we've got now, where before it was like a long estate car. It was longer at the back so we could fit the wheelchair in. So now we've got like it's like a 4x4, and the boot is massive, absolutely massive. So we'll be able to fit the wheelchair, we'll be able to fit all the shopping, because before, when we was doing the shopping, like the full weekly shop, if my son had come with us, there'd be Me and my husband in the front, Isabel on the back in a car seat, and then Lewis sat at the side of her, like there was a gap between them. And then if we did the big shop, there was like bags, 2 bags in the boot that you could fit in the wheelchair, and then bags at Isabel's feet, bags at my feet, and bags all over Lewis. So yeah, we don't have to do that to him anymore, so I'm sure he'll be happy about that. But I do try and do a lot of online shopping now, because pardon my French, she's a little turd when we take her out shopping. She doesn't understand what we're doing. Even bribery does not work. I have tried, like giving her some sweeties to hold walking around the shop. She just doesn't like to wait. I saw a TikTok recently, actually, it really did annoy me. It was something like them parents that let the kids scream and shout in shops and supermarkets, and they just stand there and don't do anything. Well, I had to comment. So, well, I can't do anything, because if I shout at her, it literally makes her worse. It literally makes her scream louder, and I can't stop her and say, Isabel, this is the reason why it's taking so long. We'll only be this amount of time. You know, like giving her things to, like, we do this, this and this and this, giving her steps. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work because she doesn't understand. So yeah, I had to comment and say it was absolutely ridiculous that people think that, and give my 2 pence worth. So we're trying to avoid that as much as possible. Like, for instance, if we go to the Trafford Centre I spoke about, that we've been there a couple of times, we have to go in the shops individually. So if there's me and my husband and Isabel, I have to stand outside walking up and down while he's in the shop, and then he has to do the same if I'm in the shop, because it's just not worth it. Oh, bugger, I've got out the line there. I don't think I've got my little, where's my little, I'll have to find it in a bit, rub that out. Yeah, so it's just not worth it. But you take her into a restaurant and she's not too bad. As long as you sit there with the iPad and she's got something to eat and she's not waiting ages, she's not too bad. She's a weird little thing. Weird. I need to take her to the hairdressers though and get all of her hair cut off into a bob. It's getting her into a bit of a mane now. Hard to look after. I've managed to nearly get all of the pink out of my hair as well. I've had enough of the pink for a while. I end up going back. But I've just got a little bit of a hint of pink now. I need to do it again over the weekend to completely get rid of it. Put some purple shampoo or some toner on it. One of the two. I think I'm going to have to open that door in a minute. It is boiling in here. I don't want to have the fan on because you can really hear it in the video. I think I'm going to open it. Jenny White. You'll see me jump up if next door lets the dogs out. Right. So this little portion here, I don't know if I'm going to go for a realistic skin tone on this, you know. I'm not sure. I'm liking the ideas of really like orangey peachy skin tone. Oh, and I did put a piece of paper just behind just to protect the page. I probably should have put a couple, but it's just the first thing that I grabbed. And apparently, according to my husband, it is the 26th of August today. Apparently it's National Burgers Day, which was, that's news to me. Have we got a day for everything now? So yeah, he wants a burger for his tea, and I do not like homemade burgers unless it's on a barbecue, so if he's willing to get a takeout, fine, it'll be burgers for tea. I had a really rough day yesterday. Yesterday was really long, you know, like when you look at your clock and you watch, oh, bloody hell, is that all the time it is? Is that all the time it is? And then it seems like it gets to 7 o'clock and then we're at bedtime before we know it. It goes really quick. So I made a really easy tea last night. I was really lazy, just a pasta bake with a bit of smoked bacon. But my son loved it. Of all the things, he asked for seconds. Something that I put loads of effort into. He's not really that keen, and he goes, "No, it's bland that, Mum, it's bland." And my response to that is, Wait till you're cooking, lad, and you cook me something, the first thing that'll come out of my mouth will be, it's bland that, Lewis, it's bland. Yeah, of all things, he really liked that last night. Well, so and so. He's just upstairs in his room at the minute. I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people, I'm going to say this, and a lot of people will say they've got teenagers like it as well. But he doesn't bloody go out, he doesn't go out anywhere. He doesn't go out with his friends. You know, I remember getting home from school and most of the time I didn't even have food. I'd get home from school, have a shower, get changed, and I'd be out till 9, 10 o'clock at night. My mum and dad didn't see me. It's total opposite, isn't it now? I think it's all because it's just online and he's only interested in computers. He's not interested in girls or anything like that. It's just his computer. He's not even really on Facebook or Instagram as far as I'm aware. He occasionally sits there and watches TikTok, but I'm bad for that as well. Is the door closed? Rollo, open the door. She's looking at me so confused. She's only about £3 or £4 that door. There's no way she can open that door. She does need to be put on a diet though. She's getting a bit of a pooch on her. Both of them are. I'm gonna have to go and get myself a drink in a minute. I really want a cup of tea, but it's too warm for it. I made myself one earlier this morning. I didn't even drink it. I don't know how I managed to get it so perfect at the bottom. I don't know how I've managed that at all. So I'm going to get myself a little drink, I think. I've got some really nice fancy cordial that's hidden at the back of the fridge. Zesty orange and mango cordial, that's what it was. I'm just trying to drink a lot more. I'm having this cough. You still might be able to hear it in my voice a little bit. It's irritating the life out of me. I don't know what it is. There's no way I'm ringing that doctor's up. He ain't going to get anywhere. I've done one of them lateral flow tests and that's come back negative, so it's not COVID, so I think it's just a bit of a bug. Irritating the life out of me it is. I'm scared to get next to Isabel, even though, you know, she's going to get it, she's going to get it. Be careful at the top, I don't want to rip the paper. I don't even think I'm going to do anything with that background, it's not worth it. Have you seen the size of that little tiny piece? So I've resubscribed to Disney Plus as well to start watching The Walking Dead. It got released on Monday and we're now Thursday and we've still not watched an episode. He's just been watching that Jeremy Clarkson every single night and I've been watching films on it. So I'm still getting my money's worth, but still. We need to sit down and watch one together. It'll probably be a weekend job that, maybe tomorrow evening we'll watch 2 or 3 episodes together. Why did I put that there so dark? Cover that up. Add some black over the top of that as well. Sometimes I just get a bit carried away. I don't even think about what I'm doing and I'll look at it. When did I add that much blue? When did I add that much black? I've spoiled it. My dad asked me as well, do I want to go car boot sailing this weekend? We used to go car boot sailing, just me and him, when I was quite little. My response was, it depends how Isabel is on Saturday night, sorry, because you car boot sailing on Sunday. So if I have a good night with her, I might possibly get up. But he's one of them where he has to get up literally at the crack of dawn. He'll be up for 6 o'clock. Travelling to car boot sales that takes sometimes 40 or 50 minutes to get there. And he takes ages to walk round. So maybe not. He asked me, is there anything specific you're looking for? I said no. I said maybe art supplies, but anything that's a bargain, or Pokemon cards for Dana. yeah, I'll see what night that we have with her. We're taking her to, like I said, the Northern Safari Park again on Saturday, so maybe that'll tire her out, maybe. It's with them not being at school, she's got no really, no routine, that's what I'm trying to say. No routine. And that's what's causing the issue at the moment. Her physio offered for behavioural management regarding what I was just saying about the supermarket and stuff. And I just said, I don't think we need it at the moment. It's I think it's a lot worse because she's not at nursery. Once she starts school, I think things will change for the better, but we'll see. It might just mean that we can't go shopping together in the future unless she's at school. So look at that side's done now. I'm quite pleased with how it turned out, although I still like that little section there a lot better. So same with the shell. I'm sure this is the front cover, you know. I'll check in a minute. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is, Luke. And she's gone for more of a realistic hair tone. And it is coloured the background, but I really can't be bothered with just colouring that tiny little bit though. It's not worth it, is it? But I mainly wanted to do this because of the eyes. I think the eyes, you know what, I think I'm going to do the eyes on camera now. Let's do the eyes because I've written down all my colours, so I can come back to that later on, can't I? So let's move some things around. So if I'm going for, what did I say, a peachy pinky skin tone, I might just stick with the turquoise blue or like a turquoise yellow, maybe, for her eyes. So I've got cobalt turquoise, and then what other blue have we got here that we've not used? That blush turquoise. And what about cobalt blue greenish? Let's try them two. And then I've got the green gold, which I love this one. I need to get a replacement for this one actually. And then for the yellow, we've got light chrome yellow, which I quite like. And what's that, this one like next to it? Light cadmium yellow. I like the chrome yellow better for this. And then we'll do the greys and stuff from the outside. I just want to do the eyes. I want to do the eyes. I love doing eyes. So I think these will definitely need sharpening, some of these. Has anybody else got any nice plans for this weekend? It's meant to be nice weather all weekend here, so maybe Sunday, depending if I go to the car beach, I might have a little barbecue. Just me, Hobbs and Lewis. Maybe my mother-in-law, maybe. We shall see. So they definitely don't go together, these colours. If I show you them all together, they definitely don't go. But I think I'm going to be able to mix these together beautifully. She says. Shall I bring you in just a little bit closer? Excuse me. So a light layer of this lightest one just to begin with and see how we get on. I've not done this colour combination before. And I don't usually use polychromos as well for eyes. I'll be honest, I usually just use it for her. I do like my Prismacolor for the eyes because you can smooth the colours out together quite easily. So that's our yellow down, and then we'll go in with the turquoise colour. She's put, like, can you see if I bring you in even closer? It's like, you can see in the shadows, you see like the here and here. So I'm wondering whether I should follow that. Probably best that I do. I was going to do my own thing, But while the guide's there, I might as well use it. See, them two colours mixing together, they're making a nice green. And come right at the bottom as well. We had a nice visit from my sister last week, and she brought her youngest daughter round, Ava. It was really nice seeing them both. I've not seen them in months and months. So I think that's enough of that one. Then what's this one? The Cobalt Blue Greenish. What a name. Has everyone seen this Black Widow? The new... Apparently there's new ones. There's the dragon one, which I'll just buy purely because of the packaging, which I know is terrible, but I love dragons. But there was another one that I saw. I can't remember what was meant to be on the tin. Was it another spider or something? I can't remember. I saw it this morning on Instagram. Very quickly. I know when you skip over the pages. And I can't remember what was on it now. But I've got a funny feeling if they're coming out with new ones, they're gonna, like, some of them are gonna be fake because they're trying to make it into like a big hype, aren't they? Like, because people are talking about it. I'm talking about it right now. So I wonder whether it is real or not. I don't know. For that very outer edge, I want some black. And then I want black for the pupil as well. I think Claire from Colour with Claire actually messaged the owner. And again, I can't remember what she said that they said. I can't remember. But hopefully they're like the Monarch set. You know, the formula being changed and the way that the pencil is. I'm hoping that it's like that, to be honest. Like, this is that green gold here. This is not going to overly show up too much. I do want a little bit more yellow as well though. Oh, you know what? That made me jump out of my skin. I wasn't expecting it. Snapped. Even me breaking a polychromos when they're meant to be the hardest ones. Right, back in with the yellow. I think that's not looking too shabby. And then the black for the pupil. I don't want to use a fine liner because I think that'll be too dark. And I'll keep the highlights that are already there, and if I want to later on I can add a little bit more with gel pen. But that is pretty. That's super duper pretty. And for the shadowing, a cool or a warm? I'm thinking of a cool grey. So we've got cool grey 3 here that I'm liking the looking of. But I want a pink as well. Again, she's already put most of the shadows down the shading. So I don't really have to add too much. And then I want a little bit of a darker one, which will be the number 5, cold grey. They're cold. I thought they were cool grey. It's not, it's cold grey. Just for a little more darkness in the very top. I'm using really light pressure here. Then I just want a hint of a little bit of pink. So that dark flash might do the trick. I'm barely even touching the paper with this. But you get the gist of what I'm going for. I think that looks super cool compared to that side. So we'll do the exact same thing, I think. I'll get some of these colours sharpened up and I'll be right back. So while I was just sharpening my pencils as well, I was just tagged in a post from Debbie Loves to Colour on Facebook, and it's Anna Carlson's new book. There is a flip through, I do believe, on Facebook, not Facebook, Instagram. I just had a little nosy. I'll tell you what I put in the comments anyway. There's Kirsta, and I put I like it, but I love her older style so much better. I'll be buying it though because you know I have a problem with things missing from collections. I know that's blurry. But yeah, it looks like a nice boot, but it's not her older style that I fell in love with when I first started colouring. So I'll probably, random fly, I'll probably just wait till that one comes to Amazon maybe before I buy it. And it looks like it's a lot thinner as well. It's not like, again, it's not like her older books. We'll see anyway. We shall see. So it was the turquoise I went in with next, wasn't it? I know it might be in a little bit of shadow there because the light is literally coming in through the right hand side. And basically I'm just going to try and match the other side. You can see the darker areas where she's shaded. And then with the blue greenish, what a name, eh? So I didn't add loads and loads of this by the looks of it. It's like a hint of something there. And the green gold. Again, I put this on quite random last time, didn't I? Some more of that turquoise. And then it was the black around the edge, wasn't it? But I went over with the yellow all over again. You wouldn't think that I've just done that side. And then with the black. And then I've worked on the pupil. And then we can start working on the shadows. Which I never normally have this many pencils out as well, so it is stressing me out a bit because I don't like them not being in the right order. I know that's silly, but I'll end up forgetting. So this was the 3, wasn't it? Yeah, cold grey 3. And then the 5, and then that pinky colour. that should be enough of that one. I love them eyes, they're so beautiful. I'm going to add a little bit more blue though to match the other side once I finish this shading. And then the pink. I think if I was colouring, let's just for instance like this one, if you can see the eyes there, I wouldn't go into this much detail because you wouldn't be able to see it. So it's nice having really large eyes to colour. So with the blue I said, didn't I? Just add a little bit more of that. I am really pleased with myself with them. Just a little bit of the... Too much faffing, too much faffing. Yeah, I'm really pleased with them eyes. Really pleased. I did the leak on camera, really pretty. So that's everything that I'm going to do in today's colouring chat. I've done a good portion of the hair and I've finished the eyes off for you. And I think I went in that pan pastel and that Reckitt book and got it on her face, which is absolutely fantastic, so I'll have to cover that up. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!